What's up, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with the overall market and give you guys a warning for tomorrow. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out my Moomoo link. If you deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed 15 in total, not to mention 8.1% APY on invested cash. The offer ends very soon, in just about a couple of weeks from now. Anyways, for tomorrow, guys, it's going to be Friday, and at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the unemployment numbers coming out. We have governmental and manufacturing payrolls, not to mention the labor force participation rate. So this data comes out before market open tomorrow. So if you're holding anything overnight, you have to hold through the data. This means the market should gap up or gap down tomorrow, depending on how severe the move is after the data comes out. So be very careful if you're holding anything overnight, because if the data causes a rug pull, and you're holding longs, it might hurt your portfolio. Or if you do the opposite, you could end up losing some money. But at the same time, you could also make a lot of money. So if you want to play it, it's your choice. If you want to play it right, things could work in your favor. But that's 100% your choice. So I just want to give you guys a warning to be careful. Anyways, as far as Tesla goes, we've been shuffling around the 370 area. We are dipping a bit upon close. So we'll be watching 360.68 as our main support. If we get a rug pull tomorrow, we'll see if we end up going back down to 365. And if we get a big bounce, we're looking for a break above 375. Otherwise, we are looking a little weaker, but it all depends on the data for tomorrow, at least for the morning. SPY is starting to dip a little bit right here. So this could be the start of a potential pullback. If we continue to get bad data tomorrow, we could be on our way back down to these EMAs. So just be very mindful of that. Be a little bit more careful when it comes to the way that you are looking about things. If we're bullish tomorrow after the data comes out, we could be looking for an attempt to bounce. But if this truly does continue, there could be a bigger drop to about 604 or below for SPY. So just heed my warning about that. For other factors out there, we also have ES. We have tough resistance around 6100. The first time we hit that, we did see this thing kind of dip a bit. It is struggling to break past that, so that's a sign that things could get a little tricky for the markets. So just be careful, guys, when it comes to trading this. We'll see what ends up happening, but if there is a dip that comes because of this data, just be very, very careful. I'm just here to give you a warning if you're holding anything overnight. For other factors out there, we have Bitcoin, which pumped all the way up to about 100 plus thousand. Now it's dipping a bit. Support is to watch for 98,500 and 97,167. If there's a rug pull tomorrow, we could be dipping lower. So we'll see how well those hold. If Nvda turns here, we'll be looking to see if 144 holds. If not, there's 142 and then 141 is our supports. Be careful with this. If you're holding anything overnight, it could go either way. The QQQ is showing a little bit of weakness here. If this ends up failing, don't forget about this gap down here around 517. We also have resistance to watch for around that 523 area, so be very mindful of all of that. And we'll see what kind of reaction we get, at least moving forward. The market is once again looking heavier than before, so we'll see, but just be careful when it comes to all this data. Apple hits 244. It's been struggling to hold above that. So since we hit that, we're kind of dipping to about 242. So keep that in mind. There is that risk of this potentially dipping lower if we do end up seeing that move pan out. For others out there, I also want to call out looking at let me go back down to IWM. This is showing some weakness. We're losing 238. We need to reclaim that. Otherwise, this could continue to fall. So if we don't hold 238, we could be coming down to this next imbalance closer to 235. So be careful. Amazon hits 222. We'll see if 220 holds. Otherwise, we could be dipping for 218. Coinbase got a big rejection. It hit 315 and came down to fill that gap, but it even continued to dip there. So we're looking for 316 and 306 as our main supports. Meta got a rejection. We are not holding with 620, so this could be on its way down to 598 if that fails. Microsoft is also rejecting here. We have to see if we could hold above 444. Otherwise, this might be tipping a little bit lower to 440, if not 438. And then Google got a rejection off 178. We're going to be watching 173 as our main support zone. Otherwise, 171 or below is coming. So with that being said, the market's looking a little heavier now. Be careful, guys. We'll see what happens with the big data coming out for tomorrow. Does this cause the market to dip more, or do we get a big bounce? We'll see about that. But if you're holding anything overnight, just be careful and please heed my warning. Anyways, that's it for this one. Thank you for listening and peace out.